Just kidding. I got kicked out.
Corey's making dinner right now.
Yeah, Denise. Oh, there she is. Get on up here.
I think we want you up here. Yes. Okay. You're of much value.
What the?
She said that she. I don't know. We'll leave it there for the next like guys. I know. She's the one already loves her.
Okay.
Wait, are you in like a picture?
No. Oh, but that was really cute.
I'm just like posing for.
Okay, so we haven't like gone over any of this, so we're basically just gonna do like a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions that y'all want to ask, we will answer those questions, and basically based on the question, whoever wants to answer can just speak up. So does anybody have any questions about the business part of this? Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so I was a distributor, and then I got ranked to be executive. So when you were like calling out, I'm just curious, when you were calling out executives and that kind of thing, am I still an executive if I am now like a distributor, or how does that work?
Yeah, so every month you kind of re-rank.
Okay.
So it starts over for us too. So until you hit your, like maybe your auto ship or the volumes there to rank back up to executive, you'll show a distributor until you go back to that level.
Okay.
So you do need to re-rank each
Right.
month, but the goal is to always go beyond.
Okay.
Okay, we never want to re-rank, so it's just something that you're almost Ruby.
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
And a contest for yourself. So, your biggest competition isn't everybody that's in the room. It's the person that you wake up and look at in the mirror. So when it comes to this, your goal should be to hit that faster in the month each time. So you're Ruby, awesome. You went Ruby at the end of the month. Your goal should be to hit that by the 15th so that you know you're on track to go Emerald. And then when you're Emerald, same thing. You want to get it done as quick as possible so that you're ready to rank up to the next one. And you just keep doing that. And if that becomes your habit, your promotions will come so much faster and so much easier than if you're like waiting until the last 3 days of the month to get your auto ship in and to make sure that you have enough customers, and then you really start panicking. And who likes panicking? Well, we've got Confianza if you do.
You guys want another tip on that? I think this is important, and I wish somebody would have said this to us when we first joined. So, if you haven't been told this before, I hope this is something that you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. So we get paid running an auto ship, right? To be commission qualified, run your ADBV auto ship. So newbies, get product, be a product of the product, get your results, and run that on the first. If you haven't set your auto ship up, make sure that you do that to run on the first, because then you're showing commission qualified and you're going to start ranking up faster. So just imagine as you're building your business up, if everybody starts running an order on the first, what your volumes will start to do and as you grow. So I remember when we first joined, and that next month I was like, why am I not commission qualified? Like Joel said, I panicked and I didn't know, and I'm like, well, we need to run it right now. So if you aren't showing commission qualified, set your auto ship up tonight to run tomorrow, and you'll feel much better. Questions? You guys realize you have top income earners in this room, right? Like, who wants to ask a millionaire? And that would be a great thing.
What was your biggest challenge on getting out there and getting your loyal customers and your distributors? Like, how did you go about doing that? Because that's what I struggle with. Is like getting the hooking them.
So my first party, I had 2 people show up, 1 person ramped and no customers. And my warm market didn't sign up until I was triple done. I quit my job, went to Australia for 6 weeks, and they were like, oh, very interesting. So I immediately had to go meet new people. And so what I did, if you take a look at our products, and you really identify the benefits of the products, more energy, weight loss, healthier skin, healthier hair, get your sexy back, you think of spring break or bikini bodies or whatever. Well, let's repeat that. And then we'll find people that need those benefits. So it's really about getting clear about who you're looking for and then talking to them consistently. So it's Facebook. We didn't have Facebook when we started. We like to say we blitzed uphill both ways with no blitz cards. We were knocking on salons door to door with a book of before and after pictures saying, you have to try this. So for me, it was really just meeting new people and knowing what the benefits were of our products and then going to where those people were. So we went to salon owners, we went to chiropractors, we went to massage therapists, we went to daycares, we knew moms were there. We went to where people who would want our products are.
And so I can add something to that too. So, behind getting customers and distributors, there's obviously strategy and you have to put in the effort and the actions every single day. There's also so much mindset that goes into it because I think if you think about it as okay, I'm having trouble getting distributors. If you're thinking about it as getting distributors, that's where you're gonna run into a lot of problems because that mindset is very you focused and very me, like I need distributors because I wanna go Ruby. And what that does is, whether you realize it or not, they're picking up on that. And they realize that not only do you just need them so that you can do this for yourself, but it comes across as really desperate. And we don't have to sell the products, guys. We don't. We should just share them because they sell themselves. People want what we need and they can't get it anywhere else. But as far as the income, people could always use an extra $100. If you went up to Oprah and was like, hey, do you want $100? She's not gonna say no. So anybody could use the extra money, right? So if you realize, like Denise said, that we have stuff people want, so go out and find the people who want it. You're gonna find those people, but it's all about your perspective. And if you wake up every morning and say, whose life can I impact today with this business? Not only is that gonna change your conversations, but it's also gonna change your reaction whenever they say no. You're not gonna think, crap, I'm never gonna go Ruby. You're gonna think, that sucks. I literally just offered you the opportunity of a lifetime and you said no. But no means no for now, not no forever. So you can go back to them and you can follow up and they may say yes later. But I think it's just continuously being a product of the product because people buy people, not products, right? So if you're using the products, you're getting your own personal results, you're not posting spammy ads, you're truly putting out there, I love the collagen because of this. People are going to be attracted to that. People are attracted to excitement because there's not really a lot of that out there. People don't really love their life. So if you love your life and you know where you're headed, you're going to automatically stand out. And people want to follow somebody that knows where they're going. So I just want to throw that out there too because a lot of it's mindset because you can do all the right things, but if you have a crappy mindset, it's not going to get you anywhere.
Amen.
And we're done.
I'll piggyback on that. I was standing here with a double diamond. I was in the room when she was diamond doing the double diamond. And she started putting people underneath the people that she works on her team. And they woke up and whoa, we might be promoting soon. They got excited and they started going. So it was because she put the work in and then put that underneath them. And they were like, whoa, we're gonna make it. And they got excited. And it just kind of spiraled. So it's loving other people enough to care about them, to see them go up, that they get excited about the product, and they get going, and they see themselves promote, and they get excited, and they tell their people. So that's that mindset. I was standing in the room when she's like, I'm gonna hit double diamond, and it was just kind of cool to see her get excited.
And cry, and then sleep for 3 days. I want to piggyback off of that too, because I've often said I didn't go Black Diamond because I threw a really awesome party. I went Black Diamond because I cast massive vision. And like Morgan said, it really is we have to see people 3 steps ahead of where they are now. And we have to believe and be so excited that this really can impact them, that we're speaking to that person. And then then they're like, are you serious? Do you really think that? Is this really going to change my life? Well, if Morgan thinks so, and so I always say borrow my belief. borrow my confidence until you believe it yourself. But we have to be the one to cast that belief for them to grab a hold of too. Also, I don't even throw that good parties.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. What is your question?
So, what would be your biggest money management tip? Because that's one of the things when we're starting out in this business, a lot of times we're coming from bad financial situations. So what do you know now that you wish you'd known back then in terms of managing your money?
Oh man, safe. I mean, I think back, and we went through bankruptcy, and so we didn't have a choice. We had to make cash. And how quickly could we make that? And so you want to start out small, like look at your bills. What can you pay off first that's just, you know, you can't sleep at night because maybe you have a credit card that's $1,000 and you're like, man, if I could just knock that one down. So it takes some time just to look at some things, organize those. I mean, he is great at doing that. I mean, it sounds like terrible. We went through bankruptcy, but we had businesses, guys. It was like $500,000 in debt. The economy crashed. There was no cash flow. So looking back, we just know now, if we want something, you guys, I have the money to do whatever I want, but I still set goals for myself. And it's rewarding when I go, you know what, I want to help this person this week do this, and if I do it, I'm going to go buy a pair of new shoes, or whatever that is. So it feels good to hit goals. And so if it's a goal to have extra $1,000 in your savings, celebrate that and then set another goal. You know, when you get your check, half of it goes away and use the other half. Like, there's just some things that you can do starting today.
Super simple, make more money. Okay, so that's kind of like a lame answer. Honestly, spend $19 to $29, go to Barnes & Nobles or go on Amazon and grab Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. The reason why you kind of may be in the position that you are is maybe your parents never taught you how money works. That is a course that will open your mind. Also, another good one is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because that'll tell you how amazing the opportunity you have with this business is. But those would be two things that I would go do. And the number one thing that he says to start out with is make sure that you put $1,000 into savings for a rainy day fund. Because when we were going through everything we were going through, it seemed like everything was falling apart. It was like, okay, we're losing franchises, people are walking out of the rentals, not paying rent, and then all of a sudden the dishwasher in the house goes out. Like, well, when it rains, it pours, and then the car gets repossessed, and you're like, man, if only, and the thing was, is if only you had an extra $300 a month. That's the national statistic, that if $300 more a month was coming into people's households that filed for bankruptcy, they would have made it. So make sure you get to that $300 first, and then that $1,000 in savings, and then start chipping away at debt. And then make sure that you're saving money to pay taxes. Because the government's always going to get theirs. And if it doesn't get theirs, they're going to come find you. So those are the three things that I would say to make sure to do to keep yourself financially safe. And then go make more money.
Hi guys, I'm Stephanie Double Diamond. Joel, I know you say this a lot of times that momentum is the hardest thing to gain, but the easiest thing to lose. And so I've had this question, now that we've had the $20 promotions for like, 2-3 months. And so now that it's back to $99, what would you say, or your advice to distributors who are a little intimidated to go back to people before where you did offer $20, now they're coming back like, just a little bit intimidated to say, oh, it's $99 now. So what's your advice, or just for them to mentally get over that?
Talk about missed opportunity. You can still make $33,000 a month at Ambassador when you sign at $99. Really? I'm offering you a 6-figure a year income for $99. Yeah, you missed out on the promotion, but still, where are you going to go and make $33,000 a month for $99? So you have to reframe it in your mind when you're offering it to people. And I go to specifically to your question because you did say people that you've already offered it to. Guess what? All the new people that you offered it to didn't even know it was $20.
Right.
So stop talking to those people and go find the people that have no clue that it was $20. There's plenty of them out there.
That's exactly it. You have an amazing opportunity. Do you believe that? Deep down in your soul, do you know, you see us all sitting here, no different other than we're just confident. And how we built that confidence is by doing and asking, and we're getting told a lot of no's, but for $99, you get about 150 in product. You get a pre-designed website that's catered to you, is personalized to you, that you don't have to do. So if you were to start up your own traditional business, it's gonna cost a lot more than that. So for me, I'm just letting them know, hey, for $99, you're getting about 150 in product plus your personal website. Like, I don't even talk about, oh, you missed 20. If I talk to them about the 20, which I probably have because I drive you all crazy, like, it's just who I am. So I might have messaged you $20, $50, like $10, you know. But honestly, I feel like people that come in for $99 have more skin in the game, they're serious, and they're willing to work. Because, guys, this is work. It doesn't just fall into our laps. You have the potential to do whatever you want to do as long as you're willing to work. But don't not offer that, because they might be like, you know what, I'm sick of watching you, I'm ready to do it. And can we make that $99 back in a week? Absolutely. So it's confidence in knowing that you can teach them how to do that.
Can I add to that actually really quick? How much did you join for?
I joined for $99.
Was it exciting? Are you still, was it exciting like when you joined your, when you started this business?
Oh, yeah.
You joined easily, right? And I joined for $99, and so when my team comes to me and they're like, yeah, everyone here joined for $99 pretty much. And so I'm treating it like,
You signed for $200, just saying.
yeah.
Hey, we got hosed.
So like, no, I have a team that's coming to me and they're like, what do I do with these people who think it's 20? I'm like, what? I'm still so excited that it's 99. Like, what? I mean, literally, like, my belief and my mindset when I'm talking to people is, girl, like, it is only, I literally say that. I say, it is only $99. You're gonna get to pick your kid, and you get to make that money back, or you get to sample it out. I'm not treating it like, okay, listen, okay, this really sucks, but you can make like $30,000 a month, but it's gonna freaking cost you $100. Like, that sucks. That's exciting. Like, it's only, I spend $99 on my hair to get a cut every week, every month. Every month I spend $100 on my hair, okay? Spend it on something that can change. I keep it real short, girl. So spend it on something that's going to change your life. So don't look at it as like, you freaking missed the window. Treat it like, man, you still got it right here. For $99. My friend Kim spends that on her haircuts every month. I just love that it's $99 and I'm real passionate about it.
Go ahead.
I just had one question. What do you do when they say like, oh, I'm gonna sign up, but then they never end up signing up? I know I messaged, I messaged them, say they're gonna sign up, and then like 3 weeks later, I don't even ask them about it. I just say, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna sign up again. But I didn't even mention anything, but they still
Follow up is real.
Are you talking about distributors?
No,
Or customers?
like just like customers, anything.
Both, yeah.
Okay, so I approach customers and distributors differently personally. I follow up with both and I never stop following up, but I'm not gonna beg somebody to join my team because you have to beg them to join, you're gonna have to beg them to work, okay? So if they wanna do this business, great. If they're not ready, somebody else is. So I'm not gonna waste my time and my effort and my energy trying to show this person this opportunity and like shake them until they get it. I'm just gonna love on them and I'm gonna follow up with them, and guess what? I've already planted that seed with that message. I'm gonna water that seed every day because I'm posting and I'm talking about what my team is doing. I'm talking about paying off my debt. I'm talking about putting gas in my car, talking about paying for groceries in cash instead of putting it on a credit card. It's the small things, y'all, that people are like, that is what I wanna do. I mean, if you ask any of us, like, I don't think any of us joined to be Black Diamonds or millionaires or, well, okay, Joel did, okay, one of the girls up here joined for a but, I mean, most people, like they said, joined for $500 a month, and I didn't raise my hand for that because I joined for $100 a month and didn't even think I could. And so people, don't need to see you paying off, $38,000 in debt or something. Like, just show them the little things it's doing for you and that that's tangible. If every post you make is, join me for, $99 and you can make $500, comment an emoji below. That's not gonna get them to have that emotion. They're not gonna feel anything behind that. And they're gonna find somebody that they're like connected with. So I want you to try to connect to the people that you're following. Show them your real story, be vulnerable. And that's gonna plant the seeds, or whenever you message them, you're planting it, but then it's gonna water those seeds. And I guarantee you that they're gonna come back, and it may be in your time frame whenever you want them to, but it also may not be. But at the end of the day, you're out to change lives. And again, if you go into it with that mindset, you're not gonna think, crap, I'm never gonna go diamond, I'm never gonna go ruby. You're not depending your business on this one person, because there's so many people out there. Like Joel said, just the people in Grand Rapids. I mean, there's so many people that don't even know what we do, and we started here. So it's crazy, but it's an answer.
Sounds good.
One thing that I like to do when I'm messaging people is create urgency and a deadline. So I'll do something like, hey, what's your name, email, and phone number, and I'll place you, stop talking that. What's your name, email, and phone number, and I'll place your order for you. Or what's your phone number, I'll text you your specific link, which you can now do in the Connect app, is send them the shopping cart and be like, hey, this expires in 24 hours.
Oh.
I learned that at conference. And so you want to create some urgency and deadline. So when I'm talking to distributors, I'll say something like, hey, I've got a leadership position open. Is that something, are you ready to get started? Otherwise, I'll offer it to someone else. So what I've learned is that you can say, you can be like, girl, I'm gonna get you to diamond next week. They don't know whatever that means. They don't know anything. I can promise them the world, and they don't care until I give it to someone else.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden they're like,
I was like, you're not signing up. You can be a customer. She's like, you're not gonna tell me what to do. And she signed up, and now she's a diamond. Sorry to throw you under the bus, but that's all right.
That's awesome. It works. I mean, you're really taking it away. Maybe I have 2 customers that I can help you get your business started with. You don't need them right now. You'll get 2 customers in the next week, especially if you have someone faster. So you can say, hey, I've got 2 customers that I can help you get your team started with. Let me know if you're interested in getting started today. Obviously, you've had these conversations before. If you're not, that's okay. I'll offer it to someone else. Yeah. So that takeaway has been helpful for me to create that urgency for them to get over the fence.
So we've heard before the fortunes in the follow-up, and you've talked about it, like going back to people. What is being your simple tool to make sure you don't forget anybody? How do you because there's that one person that you come back to on Facebook and you're like,
I've watched her. It's crazy. I mean, I'm good at follow, but she's good.
I am type AAA. It's like the battery. Like when it comes to organization, So what I do is super simple, but it's also really effective, and you don't have to do this. And so many people on my team are like, if I did that, it would stress me out. But then other people are like, yes, that literally helps me so much. So find what works for you. What I personally do, I have 2 planners. One is just for my contacts. Whenever I talk to somebody throughout the day, I screenshot them in my phone. I don't carry my planners around because that's not practical. So I take my phone, I'm talking to people on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and I'm screenshotting my conversations every night before bed. I go back through my photo albums and I write down people's names that I talked to during that day in my planner on that day. So today's the 16th, so on the 16th, I'm gonna write their name down. And if it's, I'll say Facebook or Instagram, text, whatever. Then my other planner is just for what I have to do that day. I write down, grow your network, message, follow, post, whatever. And then I'm crossing those off whenever I get them done. And so whenever I go to follow up, I go in that planner that has all of my contacts that I've talked to, and I go back from 2 days ago. So today's Tuesday, so I went back to Sunday people earlier today. And I messaged everybody I talked to on Sunday and just sent them a really simple message that it's not anything that's catchy. I just try to be very honest and myself. So I'm like, hey girl, are you still interested? If not, that's totally fine. I'll take you off my follow-up list. I don't want to bug you. And that's something that comes from the heart. They're never offended by that. And a lot of times they'll respond to that, whether it's a yes or no, and then I'll try to get a date from them. and then I go back to 2 weeks ago today, and then 2 months ago today, and every 2 months after that. So it's a super simple system, but nobody's ever missed. And then back to that other calendar where I have the list of things I'm doing that day. Somebody says, hey, I'm gonna order on Friday, screenshot it. Guess what you can write if you have an iPhone? I write Friday on there, on that little markup thing. And then I go and I write their name on Friday to follow up with them and say, hey, I'm so excited to help you order today. Are your billing and shipping addresses the same?
Everyone's like, wow, that was totally worth it.
I know the Connect app is something, but they're creating scripts in there and having, you can put your leads in there and you can say 2, 21 days, 7 days, all of that. So that's definitely a tool to utilize as well.
If you're not like a social media person, like I used to back off from that like about a year ago. So for me to just jump on right now and become like a Facebook freak or whatever. What are other ways that you can do that? Like, okay, I get business cards and I am friends with people like at health food stores and I don't know which one of you had said that about health food stores and different places and chiropractors or whatever, you know. So that kind of field, I could see where I could make some business cards. But I mean, do you have any other suggestions? Because I'm not real witty in this social media thing, like Instagram. Like I don't even know how to like act. You know, I have one, but I don't even know how to use it.
So start with what? So you're asking mostly about Facebook, right? And how to kind of build your network? Okay. Yeah, because that's how I built all the way. Well, I did some in-home parties, but that's primarily how I built Triple Diamond. And so my biggest advice to you about Facebook and growing your network there is I started, this is not a joke, with like 300 friends on Facebook 5.5 years ago. I now have maxed out my 5,000, I have followers and stuff like that.
Put in a friend request so you can add one to that.
Okay. 5,001. So listen, but every single day on Facebook, every single day on Facebook, I add at least 30 new people, but I love this tip probably more because I like belly to belly a lot. So really quick story. I went to a wedding on Saturday and I'm a blue personality. How many of you know what? Okay. I'm very extrovert, okay? And if you're not, that's okay. I wasn't either when I started the business, now I am. So when I went to this wedding, I made it a point, just like someone said, go where the people are that want the products. Like, go where the people are. If there's moms, like now my kid's in school and I'm like, turn up. Like he's 5, he's in school, I got all these moms now that I get to connect with, right? Okay, so listen, I went to this wedding. Most people would just go to a wedding, eat the free food, go home. I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add every female that I twerk with. You better not have done
I was like, if you're adding other people at my wedding.
No, I don't want to add new people. You got new people. So I know you're joking. So I went to this wedding. Right. See, exactly. I don't need to do that. Waste of time for me. So I went to this wedding, and I went up to, I counted 7 girls, and I was like, what's your name? What do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Instead of just going on the dance floor and blah, 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 I made connections with 7 girls, and I added all 7 girls, and I said, I'll be back right now. And then when I got home the next day, after I, because I drank the night before and it was crazy sleep, the next day I woke up, and I messaged all 7 girls, and I was like, it was so awesome to meet you. Let's grab coffee. Like, I invited them to the Try It event. Like, and you just have to, I love adding people to Facebook. So instead of just thinking, I've got to build all from social media, like whoever you come in contact with, make sure you're adding them. That's my Blitz card now. And so it's grown exponentially through going to the library, going to the chiropractor, going to now school, and going on field trips and weddings. And like I add people every single day on Facebook, whether it's just from Facebook or in person, and it's helped so much with my social media following.
I like that. That's personable. And it would get me back on, to where I'm going on Facebook and not just starting promoting it. Because like you say, you don't want to be fake, you want to be authentic and stay authentic.
Well, and my goal is I want to meet you in person, have you think, oh, she was cool, but then I want you to get on my Facebook and go, she's like so cool. Like I want to know her. Then you really get to know her when you get on my Facebook.
And about
Yeah. So did that help? I'm sorry. I just love Facebook. Did that help?
12.
That's right. You got this.
Yeah.
I got Kim's tips and I added the lady in the hotel lobby too.
See? Yeah.
So I really do love this question because Joel and I actually built to Triple Diamond with no Facebook. Because back in our day, 10 years ago, we had MySpace.
You had to talk to
MySpace.
people?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So there is an untapped market because people are on their phone, and we're not having that conversation that we used to. And so, is there a way to do this by talking to people? Absolutely. And I think that person that does that is going to make a heck of a lot more money, and we're going to see some people that are just going to move and shake because they want to do it that way. And so, social media isn't something that you can just all of a sudden be a master at. You want to learn and you want to go in your strength. So expos, that's again one-on-one and talking to multiple people. And the goal is to gather information. So whether you do that and put them into Facebook, fine, but I didn't have Facebook, so I gathered their information and I would call people. Could you imagine picking up the phone and calling somebody today? Like, people just don't do that. But if that's who you are, or texting them and being like, hey, I met you at the gas station. I have an opportunity for you. I know this is probably a second job for you. I would love to give you information on how I can guarantee an extra $3,000 by following 3 simple steps. Do you think that the gas attendants really want to work there? Do you think the waitresses want to do that for the rest of their life? Are you guys really utilizing every second of your day? Probably not. Make it a point of go into the gas station to pay. Talk to the person that may be around. Go into the grocery store instead of checking out yourself. Talk to the person that, I love Target, so maybe I talk to every single Target person, like I love a Target for real. So, there's opportunity everywhere. And so I love that. I am a people person, and I know that they can sense that. I still have parties. Like, we're going to do a party at my house again next week. So it's people, I've got a bigger house to have more parties. So, but when you are passionate about it and people are asking you in person, they're like, I want whatever you have. Like, give it to me all. Like, all of a sudden they've just got money. And you're just like, wow, I didn't really think you had it. But they want it all. So make it an idea. Get the Blitz cards. You guys can log into your eSuite right now and get those cards. Get a business card. Like, I like my business card a little bit more because it's not as big, but I know to ask for their information and to follow up with them.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Can I just to follow on building with Facebook? So with that cold market, so with the people that you aren't meeting, out in public, with the people that you're just adding because they're mutual friends or they're in a group or something, how do you, and I'm specifically speaking about customers, how do you reach out to them, like to become customers? Or, I don't know, how do you build a relationship with them, I guess? Do you just kind of post and hope that they comment on your stuff? Do you love on their stuff? Do you message them?
All the above.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to do everything.
Yeah, you do.
It takes people 7 to 15 times before they're gonna respond. Because I get like, Wonderbrow shows up in my Facebook all the time, and I'm like, geez, should I buy this? Because I've seen it 20 times. So the more that you're in their space, or the magnetic eyelashes, like, what the heck? Because I need those. So, you guys know what I'm talking about, though. So the more that you're in their feed, and that it's they're gonna start, how that girl keeps talking about that skinny keto coffee, I think I need to try that. And I think one tip that I love is samples. So I want to talk to you guys about samples. I did not say free, I said samples. And I just posted on an Instagram story about collagen samples. And so I have everybody want samples, and I let them know, hey, I would love to get you 5 for $20, but what most people do is they become a customer of mine, and they get the discount and get the bag for $40. Is this something you're interested in? And they are like, yes. So, that is something, if you're talking about products, showing that you're using it, don't forget to go in through sometimes and talk about samples, because I didn't say free, but I let them know. Same thing with keto coffee. They can try my keto coffee, 3 keto coffees, 3 chocolate greens for $20. But what most people do, when they hear most people, they want to be most
Who wants
people.
to be like most people?
So they're more likely to go, well, yeah, I want that discount. So that's just something that, as you're in and you're trying new things, that I hope that gives you guys a boatload of customers, because I'm like, woo, my Instagram is blowing up, and I'm not an Instagrammer.
So do you ever have anybody, I think that's awesome, But then when you go into the 90 days kind of a thing, sometimes you lose people there. What do you say about that?
I don't lose people.
You don't lose people there?
You give them options. They can get it retail one-time order.
Right.
That's their option. Or they can get the samples, or they can become a customer. Like, I don't, there's no other way. So it's not, and if it's not their time, it's not their time. But if they're like, oh, if they don't respond, or you're like how they're looking at this, just say, you know what, I can get your order ready if you get paid on a certain day.
Okay.
Most people, again, don't want to say they don't have money, so they'll get, this is our day, generally like this, like who's gonna win over here? But I think that that's what most people want to do, and then say, you know, there's another option that if you're looking to get results, you can always join me and earn income while you're getting results. So 3 options: loyal customer, retail, or get results and get paid. Who wants to get results and get paid? Like, right?
Okay, Joel.
How many of you are afraid to talk about the 90-day program? Yeah, you're all liars. And the reason why I say that is because that's one of the number one things that gets asked in any of these trainings. She was just the one brave enough to say it. The thing is it might be mindset. Because if you're afraid to ask it, the energy that's going to come off when you're asking is kind of like, do you have ownership? I'm sorry, what? Ownership? What's that? Well, you got to order for 2 more months. But you can pick any product that you like, and you can move it on any date that you would like. You guys are laughing because you know it's true. That's kind of what happens. It's like I'm so excited to get you started. Ownership? 2 more months? So make sure that you are either practicing your confidence in the mirror so that when you're talking to people, they're still so excited and they know how amazing it is. I mean, that's the thing, is these products are so amazing. Why would you ever stop taking them? I haven't stopped taking them in, what are we at, 120 months now. That's a long auto ship. Just saying. And I love it.
You know, it's usually wording for people. So you guys want to have me, you guys want to write this down and we give you some of what I have in my notes saved? Maybe that'll help you? Please. I'll do that guys. Okay. So, so if you bought today, you'd also, oh wait, hold on, first one. Okay, a loyal customer is someone who purchased today at loyal price and agrees to just 2 extra months of a monthly shipment. That sounds so easy, right? Okay, the next one. So if you bought today, you'd also have an item come July and August. The good news is it can be any item at any price each month. You can change it up. After August, we can turn it off, but you will still have access to loyal pricing for life. So I have multiple in here just so you guys can have an idea. You can become a loyal customer today by ordering your first product at the discounted price. Then you just agree to order 1 more product in April and 1 more in May, and you can get the discounted cost on those products as well. These sounding like no fear? Okay. Our customer program allows you to get wholesale pricing without having to be a distributor. All you do is try a product of your choice off my website and you'll get that 40% off savings with your first order. You'll get a replenishment order in April and May, or you can switch your products up each month. Sound good? So what I like, and I've got multiple more, but you guys get the point. I think I gave you enough that you can choose and feel confident. The idea for this is the word auto ship is scary. So let them know, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I was a little bit nervous when I first got started. But what I love is this really isn't a true auto ship because you can choose the product that you want and you can actually edit and choose the date that you like. So when you're confident in knowing, you know, to changing up the date, changing up the product, it sounds good because if it was a true one, they would be locked in. And we're really not locked in. We have flexibility with that.
And one more thing to this as well, because did you know that Amazon has subscriptions? You know, HelloFresh is a subscription service. Do you know that, what is that, Fit Fat 5, I don't like those leggings. Everything is in a subscription model right now because nobody wants to go to the store. This is so easy. So, and when you flip it and you're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna love this because it's gonna ship directly to your house. You don't have to go to the store, you don't have to think about it. This is like totally, this is easy for you, so an easy subscription. And I feel like, again, when you know that, you own that, then if they're like, okay, so like you're gonna love it. I always tell them, this is amazing for you. This is so awesome. Like that bold, confident word of this is gonna be perfect for you. You are gonna get the results you want because this is gonna come easily to you every single month.
And unlike Amazon that does maybe 5% off, you're getting 40% off with our subscription.
Right.
Yeah, and I was gonna read something. Oh, sorry. Oh, I was gonna read something too that I say because whenever I say the 90-day challenge, because of the way I word it, people are usually like, "Cool, sounds good," and I'm like, "All right." So, but then if they ever do say, "Oh, I'm not sure," like, "I don't know if I want to do 3 months," I'm like, "Yeah, you do. Here's why." This is what I say. I say, you don't have to get the same thing each month. You get to switch up your order each time if you choose to, so it doesn't have to be the same price every time either. You'll want to do the 90-day challenge to get my discount, free shopping sprees, and unlimited free products. No one orders retail, just a one-time order, because for the best results, you'll want to use the products longer and more consistently, and because the 90-day challenge is just a way better deal because you'll pay double the price for a one-time order. That's why everyone does the 90-day challenge. Every single time. Sure, sounds good. I'm like, okay. So, if they say no or they're hesitant and you send that and like they all said, like if you're like, no, but it is the best deal. So like if people are hesitant, it's because I didn't do a good job of explaining it. Because we literally have the best customer program ever. I mean, most places like Amazon, you pay monthly for Amazon Prime. There are no, like people are like, well, what fees are there? I'm like, no fees. You just pay the price of the product that you want, you get 40% off. So a lot of it, and whenever people ask, like, is it a subscription? I'm like, nope. You just do the 90-day challenge. And then I explain what it is because sometimes subscription is like a scary word too, just like an auto shipment. And I'm like, it's not even a subscription. You'll just do the 90-day challenge and it's kind of the same, but you don't pay any extra fees. Like there's no extra whatever. So anyway, does anybody else have any questions? We have time for like maybe 1 or 2 more.
I've come across lately when I'm talking to people, they'll say to me, I can get it cheaper or I don't have to be in the commitment if I get it on eBay. What?
Oh, I love this question.
Well, I tell them that's illegal, first of all.
I'm gonna blow your mind because this was mortifying to me. Back when we had, probably Denise is the only one in here that will understand this. Back in our day. Very about for this story. So we can't guarantee anything of who they're buying this from, right? We don't know how old they are. They're not letting them know how old they are and all the expiration. But what happened back when we were in the clear packaging? We had somebody that had used the wrap. Stop it.
Then folded it back
in.
Sealed it up.
Sealed it with a little
with a crescent seal.
Yeah. And sold them. I tell that story because I'm like, you know what? I heard this story and I knew this person and I was like, this is why you want to get the product from me. Plus you're going to get perk points to earn for free products. There's just so many more benefits of getting it from me. Like I would not want you to get a product because if you got some dry wraps, my company will send you new ones. But if you got them from eBay, you're not going to get your wraps.
SOL.
And I don't really want you to use somebody else's wraps that were just good. So I love that because that truly happened and it's mortifying. Like I want to throw up.
Everyone's crawling in their skin right now.
You guys can do that. So that is why, just again, understanding that. I've had some people that are like, I'm just going to get it from eBay. Totally fine. Like, you're going to get it.
I mean, that's like somebody getting a box of TFX and, putting them in their mouth and then sticking them back in I'll give it to you for 40% off.
Because there's 40% of the total.
But you got to bid on it on eBay.
One more question.
I like to do cold market, and I like to buy leads. And I was wondering what link would you guys, not link, but a video. If I wanted to send a person a video, what video would you send?
video, for what?
Any
Like,
kind of videos, the best
overall-
thing, best thing to do is go on corporate's page, follow all of the corporate pages, so their Facebook page, their YouTube channel, their Instagram, follow their stories, and take the stuff from there and use it. Why? Because it's new and relevant. Nobody wants to get a video and then they click on it and they look down in the corner, it was like 2008. You're like, wow, we've changed a lot since then. So make sure that you're getting the most recent stuff. I mean, we've got plenty of promo videos that come out all the time. You just have to know where to look for them. And it's all on social media. And they're putting them in the Connect app now. So that's the most amazing thing is,
Connect, and then Cammy just did a party pad.
Yep.
As well.
So you can find everything there now. So if you guys haven't downloaded your Connect app, or you have it and you haven't deleted it and updated it to the 3.0, tons of new stuff.
You know, it's all corporate proof.
Exactly. You don't want any mild videos. Not a beard, 50 pounds, that's horrible stuff.
So I know that was the last question, but this is kind of on my heart. Are you guys okay with me just sharing something? So I just want to know, is anybody in here to make money? Like, that's it. Okay, so for the rest of you, go ahead and leave, because I'm going to talk to the serious people right now. You all want to make some money, or you wouldn't be in this room probably, right? And so the thing that I want you to understand is people are looking for you. Are you willing to get out and share it? And whether that's in person, whether that's social media, however you want to build this business, somebody is going to come up and rise up and take over the top position because they want it so bad. So what I challenge you guys to do tonight is really think, how bad do you want it? You guys can print off your charts. Where are you going? Do you know truly where you're going? And don't let anybody take you out of where you're going. People are going to come in and they're going to quit on you. It happens. It's part of it. And there's going to be people that are right by your side and they're going to run with you and you want to run with those people. So make sure you print off your charts. Make sure that you understand the steps to success. That is the only thing that's up here that we're doing. We're just doing it more, and we've taught enough people to do those same simple steps. Joe loves that we have a system. Denise loves, I know these guys love systems. Well, you're blue, you're like, wait, whatever. So I'm with Warner. So I agree. This is why I want to talk about the money, because money can give you the option to do and be who you want to be and do good things with it. And I know that you guys want to give, maybe it's your kids the life that you've dreamed of having. Maybe it's that time freedom. Maybe it's vacations that you've wanted. And so I really need you to challenge yourself tonight. What is it that you want? How many hours are you going to put into this? Reach out to your team, reach out to new people, and continue to build through the steps to success. If you don't know what that is, it's 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors monthly is what our goal should be. But again, don't just stop at one of those. Keep doing that and keep showing your team. We get paid 2 ways: sign loyal customers and sign distributors. And we can get paid weekly if we want to with Fast Starts. And that's how we grew our business. Anybody want $100 next Friday? So do I. So help somebody join your team, teach them how to get 2 loyal customers, and then next week, Friday, you're gonna have $100 deposited into your account. So I know that is something that we all can do, and we start compounding it, you're gonna have that income before you know it.